Anyway, we go to Whiskey Warehouse. Me and Darnell do every Thursday. And so, bro, they going tonight, right? Yeah. Biggest drinking night in the world, you know. Day before Thanksgiving. All of y'all out there drinking. I start the pie here. So all of them all out there drinking. So they going out tonight. So Neil hit me up and was like, yo, you coming with us? I'm like, sure. What time are y'all going? You know, they had the nerve to tell me they might get there at 10.
10 p.m.?
Yes.
Yeah, no.
I said, who do y'all think I am? Like,
who do they think they are, bro? Like, y'all do realize y'all in y'all 40s now.
They not in their 40s.
They coming up on them.
No, the girl who invited us out, she 23.
Oh. See, yeah, for them that makes sense. Oh, I thought you were talking about the fellas.
No.
Yeah, of course. Like, no, bro, y'all. Oh, the day before Thanksgiving, y'all gonna get cussed out by y'all grandmas tomorrow,
bro. Bianca, I know you listen to this podcast now because I forced you to start listening.
You're going to get cussed out.
Nobody ain't showing up to a bar at 10 p.m. And then Nell was like, yeah, that's a good time because they close at 2. I said, yo, what is wrong with y'all? I'll be in the bed, man. Yeah. I plan on being in bed. I've been watching Cocaine Quarterback.
Cocaine Quarterback.
Yeah, Vlad has a good interview with Owen Hansen. He was the walk-on tight end at USC doing Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush, like that year they won.
Yeah.
He was on the championship team, but once he left school, he was like a poor kid that was at USC. So once he left school, he started an offshore illegal gambling like organization, which led to him working for the cartel, which led to him getting 21 years in prison. They seized like $20 million from this dude.
That's
like,
crazy.
Yeah, so I've been watching his interview with Vlad, and you know, Vlad chopped these interviews up very sushi roll style. And so they be 3 minutes, and it takes you 3 weeks to go through them. But the boy, Owen said in the doc, he was like, yo, check out my doc on Amazon. Man, I went straight there and started. Now, look, the first episode, Vlad, I think is on part 11. The first episode of this doc is like all 11 parts of Vlad's interview. Super interesting. And to put it in perspective, this guy was moving $1 million a day for the cartel. And he was 26. And it was amazing to like hear how this happens and how you can get caught up in that. And that lifestyle was definitely amazing.
I'm going to have to check it out. What is it called?
Cocaine Quarterback. It's on Prime. Even though I don't think you got Prime. You got one.
I got Prime.
Mike got a Fire Stick. He got everything.
No, don't say that on air. I do not.
Oh. Fire Sticks is legal?
Oh, yeah, I have Prime on Fire Stick.
Yeah, I'm going to say, what are you talking about?
All right. Told myself.
Might think that I'm going to give up illegal activities.
we do not do illegal things.
Facts. I don't do illegal activities, but I will dry snitch on you. Or I'll talk trash about you.
All right, I got that in the list.
Yeah, Cocaine Quarterback. And we just finished that, what's that show about the lady whose son got missing? All Her Fault. Don't watch it. It's good, but it's like, it's bad acting. It's good actors who do bad acting, but the plot is good. But I gave up on it.
I haven't really seen any good shows recently.
Oh, Karina tried to get me to watch some school shooter doc. And I was like, this is terrible. I don't want to watch this.
You know what I was trying to find this week? When we spoke on Brian McKnight, because I was like, I didn't want to talk about it until I actually went and reviewed our clip. Oh. And I could not find it to save our life.
Our clip of Brian McKnight?
Yeah, the one that when we spoke on him. I can't, it wasn't in the thumbnail, so I don't know what episode that was. But if I do find it, we will discuss it, because I do know that people are just like, all right, like, how do you feel about that? And then here's the thing, I watched the episode, but I was like, I need to go back and hear what we said, because I need to see how spot on we was, because typically we do nail it.
Yeah,
we just be early.
I know he kicked Mark Lamont Hill back in.
Well, so he went on Anton Daniels' podcast. It was an interview.
Okay,
and I'm gonna tell you, like, Brian, the first 20 minutes of the interview, I was like, yo, he's not a bad guy.
Okay,
and then the mask drops, and you be like, yeah, you did everything she said you did. But he won the defamation suit. So both of them are problematic. You know, it's him and the ex. So I say all that to say, basically, if you are in a fight with your ex as the man, you got to get out the fight.
Yeah.
You got to get out the fight, because women will fight forever.
I told, I ain't got it. I used to have all of our stuff like very organized.
Yeah, if you find it, send it to me. And I was like, I need to go back and hear what we say just to see. We might have been totally wrong. Typically
Maybe.
not, but
Typically not.
we might have been told. I was like, before I want to talk about this, I was like, I need to go back and hear what we said because we did speak on it. I think it was like last summer when
when he was
dropped.
acting a fool.
Yeah,
it was funny because I told one of a dude who I'm no longer cool with, but I was telling him, I remember when you was going through your situation, and I said, you know what my boy told me? Whoever stops being petty first wins.
Yep.
He didn't hear me though.
No, I'm telling you, it's hard. It's hard to not be petty, but I'm telling you, like, bro, women never run out of energy when it comes to being petty. They never do. They will do it forever. I was
You saw what that big bitch did to me on Threads.
That's how many years later y'all was in middle school together. Like they never stop, man. So it's always gonna fall on you as the guy to stop. I was out on Thursday, not Thursday. Oh, I was out on Thursday, but Sunday.
Okay,
was watching the games and it was an older gentleman there, very very successful guy, right? Like boat on Lake Norman, house on Lake Norman, super successful, right? Divorced, and I had asked him, I was like, hey man, like he's in the 60s. I was like, hey man, I was like, when did I said, how old is your youngest child? He was like 32. I was like, when the last time you and your ex-wife had like a knockout, drag-out argument? I was like, when did that stop? And he just bust out laughing. He was like, 2 years ago.
Dang.
So he was like, you're never out, right? He was like, if it's not the kids, if it's not birthdays, if it's not marriages, you know, you losing loved ones and you're seeing each other. He was like, then it's the grandkids. He was like, you're never out. And that's something that I always think the guys got to understand. It's like, yo, man, get out the fight as soon as possible, bro, because it's never going to end.
Facts. I gave two pieces of advice that, not advice you gave me, but you was just telling me your story. And I like took those lessons you shared and shared it with them. Neither one of them niggas listen. They both they're not in better places.
No, and the only way you're going to get in a better place is to just get out of the fight. And one thing I always tell guys, man, I was like, look, I know I'm divorced, but I'm like, I tell guys, look, stay married if you can, bro.
Facts.
Stay married. Like, if you can stay married if you can, bro. Like, I've wasted so much money. I ain't even talking about dating. I'm just saying, like, when I look at, like, what she spends in rent and what I spend in rent, and then, like, you know, my son basically has 2 of everything, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, this is a waste.
Shout out to homeboy. I forgot the actor's name. He got his ex-wife and his current wife living together.
Oh, God, who is that? I see his face.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he got his. Hey, that's the way to do it, man. Save money, bro. Save money. Like sometimes I be wanting to get married just to save money.
Facts. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Or I can do it for free.
Doing something for free?
Yeah. My shoot end at. Somebody, a black dad needs a favor and he wants to pay me to go do something for him. And I'm willing to do it for free because he probably put 30, 40 grand in my pocket every year.
Oh, yeah. That's You're not even doing it for free.
Nah.
You still owe him, yeah.
Facts. All right, here we go. Let's get this podcast started. Oh, shoot. Probably should turn
Why
it
does
on.
she need your password?
Oh, she needs your password.
Well, if she trusts you, why do you not want her to have it? You're exposing yourself right away. Like, because we trust each other, we have all kinds of secrets. Me and my wife, we trust each other so much, we don't even share passcodes. We don't even need that. Y'all need that because of what you've been through. That's because honesty is honesty. Lying is lying. So technically, everything should be on the table. If she trusts me, why does she need you?
Should your wife have your passwords?
Yeah, I would say yes. Now, she shouldn't have your password if you're cheating.
Oh.
But I would assume if you're married that you've kind of gotten the cheating out of you. So, yeah, I would say I would not have any problem with my wife having my password. Now, with that being said, right, like if I change my password, because I think periodically it just, you know, it makes sense to change password, right? If I change my password, every time I change my password, my wife is like, what's your password? Like, she's going through my phone all the time. Yeah. That will be a problem, right? That's like if you're going through my phone just to see what I'm doing, I'm not gonna give you my password, right? But like my wife having my password, I wouldn't care because I'm in the marriage. Like I'm not in the marriage to fuck around.
Yeah, you know what's funny enough is my wife probably has, if she might not have every password, but she has, if I told her what every password was, she'd be like, oh, I knew that. That makes sense. So it's like that, right? She can log into my Shein account and it's probably the same password as my Yahoo.
Yeah,
or whatever,
exactly.
Case, right? So it's like, whatever. I always look at it like this. I don't never have a problem with, you know, her having my passwords. But if yo, she going through my stuff, I'm gonna be like, what you doing?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you just wanted just to go through everything and like you're snooping up behind me, you trying like you have other issues. But your issue isn't me. And I'm not gonna play a part in your insecurity.
Absolutely. It was funny because the guy who literally just wrote me and him was laughing because we were talking to a young lady, and this young lady is 30, but he's much older than me.
Yeah.
So we were playing a song and he told her, he's like, yeah, you know what? My wife really loves the song Folded. He's like, I told her one day, like, you don't even wash clothes to like this song so much. He's like, she ain't washed clothes since we been married. So me and him was laughing, and I was like, yeah, same to my wife. Like, she don't fold no damn clothes. But you know, but we was going through it, and he was just like, you know, me and him were laughing. He was like, you know what? I used to have to watch what I named people in my phone because my wife would look at it and be like, who is that?
Yeah.
And he was like, man, he's like, yo, you need to make sure. He was telling me, he was like, you know, when people can change their names and their contacts and they'll refresh. He said, bro, one of these girls renamed her name as whatever with like a kissy face beside it and an emoji. He said, yo, he said, I'm in the car. I answer the phone. And he said, I know it's a client.
Yeah.
He said, first thing she goes, hey, baby, how you doing?
Ugh.
He said, boy, that was the longest ride home. And so I laughed and I was like, yeah. And I told him, I said, you know what's so funny? I was at All American Pub one year having fun. Some girl see me. She my client. She come up. She's like, let's take a selfie. I said, man, this bitch had us cheek to cheek on the selfie. I ain't even posted.
Yeah.
I don't know how my girl found it, but boy, it was a long night. You got to be careful of what you do, what you say, how you act around here. But yeah, it's not that. Shout out to my baby Summer Walker. Clearly, Rich the Kid girl got access to his phone and passwords because he saw some messages between Summer Walker and him. Summer Walker said she wants to be a side chick.
I'm not.
Or Rich the Kid's side chick.
I'm not surprised listening to some of Summer Walker music. And then did she doesn't she have like 2 baby daddies already?
No, I think all her baby daddies is with London.
I thought she had a baby before London. Like she had 2 with London.
Nah, she just had 2 with him.
Okay.
My understanding she has 2, but the joke was she made the first album with him, had a kid, broke up with him, told us he wasn't shit, like really, really just dug her nails in him and talked trash. And then she ended up having the second baby with him.
No, she got 2. London for her daughter, Bubbles, Renee.
Okay.
And LVRD, this is somebody that you might know, Farrell, for her twin sons.
Okay. London Farrell? How you spell his first name?
LVRD. Real name Larry. So she got twin boys.
So that's who Larry is.
Yeah, she got twin boys, and then her and London has. So
okay, London is the bum. I mean, not London is the bum. Larry is the bum. Larry's the bum dude. Like he literally caught Summer off the rebound and then got her pregnant. Like he's a bum. And then she left him. Like, no. That's the running joke with Summer. It's like you let Larry crack you.
She let a Larry cracker.
Yeah, like that's the joke. I just thought I knew she dated Larry. I didn't know she actually had kids with him. So the joke was,
is this like a real like rapper or
no?
Like,
I think Larry's just a corn.
Larry just a regular guy.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe don't quote me on that, Larry. I don't want to offend you. You know you.
I mean, that role being a regular. I mean, when I say regular, like she's in the industry. London on the track obviously is in the industry. So Larry, well, I mean, his name is LVD Farrell, so he has to be like some sort of rapper. Yeah, he's a rapper. Okay. Let's see here.
All of us.
They got matching face tattoos in 2021.
All of us have rapped before.
We're
still regular guys.
We're definitely yapping right now. But anyway, Summer says she wants to be the side chick to
Rich the Kid.
Now, being that our most viral reel is like pro side chick, I can't really go in on her about this.
I can't go in. Well, here's my thing. Summer Walker has proven to us over and over again that you should only take, and I don't know why we don't do this more with entertainers. We should only care about what they say in music.
That's it. Just enjoy the song. They are not any barometer or thermometer or any legend or compass like for any direction.
Summer first album, amazing, classic. Second album, very good. I love it. Third album, meh. And Summer, I'm gonna be honest with you, Summer. I'm gonna be honest with the industry. We are tired as consumers of y'all packing it in. We know y'all not making money from releasing music. The money is on tour. It's in these brand deals. They have really gypped y'all. That's for all genres, all music.
But
right?
there was a point in time, though, where artists enjoyed the art.
Well, that's what I'm getting to. Now they mailing it, packing it in.
Yeah.
They sending it off. I have a solution to fix the music industry. If all artists, at least in R&B and hip hop, if they go back to making concept albums, I guarantee the music industry, at least for black music, will turn around.
But the labels don't care anymore.
They don't care.
Like the labels done bought all the music and they just about to repurpose it with AI and re-release it every other year.
But be honest, it ain't like good music been coming out.
Nah, I mean it's different music, but I mean it's gonna be whatever they push, right?
Yeah. But even at that, like, think about your favorite artist. We always say it all the time. We ain't trying to kick his back in.
Yeah.
When the last time Drake dropped a good project? It's been over a decade.
It's been a decade.
Yes, it's been over a decade.
Like the
Views came out in 2014, I believe.
Views. What was the one after that? That one was decent. It has some
More
bangers
Life
on
Life
it.
is not good. It has every Drake album has bangers on it.
Yeah, true.
Because
Okay, I see what
Universal
you're
gonna throw
saying.
$1 billion into it.
Views. Yeah,
been
the
a
first
decade.
three. The first three, solid
Look,
work.
I rock with Kendrick, but it ain't been the same since Damn.
Yeah.
And that might be a decade. You know what I'm saying? You can do it. Hove ain't dropped a good album. Kanye ain't dropped a good album. Who else is out there? J. Cole ain't dropped a good album. It's every artist, right?
Yeah.
Like, shout out to Chris Brown. He dropping 50 song projects, so you can't get to it. But I respect him because he own his master, so he do whatever he want to.
Yeah. He drops it like, yo, y'all find the hits. Y'all let me know what y'all want to hear, and I'll do the.
Yeah.
He has found the I guess the solution to his problem, because he's like, yo, I'm gonna drop 100 songs.
Yeah.
Y'all find 12 of them y'all like, and that's what the tour about to be.
And I'm telling you, if we get artists to get back to making concept albums, if you go listen to your favorite artist, and you pick out your favorite project from them, not the best one, your favorite one, you're going to realize it's a concept. And that changes everything. Like, it's really like, we had that run when, like, you know, Kendrick drops a concept album. It's a day in the life of him with his homeboys. That's what his first album is about.
Yeah.
That's typically everybody's favorite album, him, is that. Kanye, he did a 3-album run where it was just about college. You know what I'm saying? You go look at Jay-Z's first album. Reasonable Doubt is up there with people. Concept album. Beyonce's concept albums every time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get back to it. YG even gave us one that one year where it was like his first album was a full concept album. Now it was him and his boys robbing somebody and they're going back. It's concepts and people love that. These artists don't do that no more. They really just put some BS, mash it together. And I don't like Lotto telling Summer, yo, y'all messed up my vocals. The girls love fighting. I love that too, but
yeah,
whatever.
they do. So, but here's the thing, right? Like, Summer, one of the things that I do love about what Summer did, though, is it's what we be telling y'all about. Because y'all went so in on our viral clip, right? Where we was like, yo, how side chicks are valuable, right? And every woman is just like, yeah, I hate side chicks. I'm not a side. Well, to be fair, there's a lot of side chicks in the comments. Yeah. So big ups to y'all. But I like that Summer's like, she's showing you behind the curtain. Like, this is what it looks like. Like, hey, store me in your phone is Pizza Hut. She ain't got to know about me. And it's like...
So I do get to this point of asking, do I believe this from Summer? And I don't.
You think this is more promo for the album?
Yeah. I think Summer's been on promo. The old white guy was the promo. And Summer, I don't know why Spend It ain't on your album. This I know. Hold on, I'm gonna come right back to this. Summer dropped an album on Friday, bro. She had a deluxe out on Monday.
Really?
When have you ever seen it? And the album was not good. It has some songs on there I liked, but it was like too many big names, not for you to over deliver. And then you don't have Spend It on there, which is my favorite song of the summer, which inspired the album cover with the old white man. She's in that bag. Like, that was what this album was supposed to be. You do that. We know, and I like artists. And here's the thing. I didn't kick Summer's back in when she showed up to the award show with the old white man.
Well, we knew that was like weird promo.
Yeah, well, it ain't even weird promo because if you heard the songs before, it's the same white guy who's been in all the songs where she's been selling us that, hey, I'm here, I'm on my Anna Nicole Smith vibe. So when she did it, I took it as that. It's similar outfits, it's similar situations. You got an old white guy, you showing up everywhere with this white. It made sense to me. So I said, oh, I know what we about to get. You about to be bird activity. And then honestly, I don't see, even though Summer's last guy was way less richer than her. Shout out to Rico Reckless. I love you. I don't see why Rich the Kid. And also, Summer just said like a couple months ago, like, yo, I'm here to drain any dude his pockets. If he fall victim to me, then you just show him this video. And then you pick
I don't think she mean that in real life. I think she say what's gonna go viral, but I think in real life, I think Summer, I don't know. I think she meant it. I think she meant she would like to be a side chick.
Not to Rich the Kid.
Well, maybe not to Rich the Kid, but I definitely think, you know, Summer says, you know what, y'all got a good relationship. Let me join.
But also, Summer did this after Rich the Kid girl said something crazy to her. That's the other piece that we don't talk about. Sometimes y'all got to shut up because the girl on the other side, hey, yo, I even told my wife a couple times, yo, she crazier than us. Let her go. Let her go. Sometimes when the chick on the other side of the phone is crazier, you just got to look at it and go, I'm good on here. All right, let's get this pod started.
I'm Pastor Mike Will.
Now, I am
You called me
Gavin.
twice.
Welcome to service. Sit down. The Black Dad's Club. What the hell is the point of this podcast? Let's do it like that.
If you are a black male and you're in a jam, hit me up. I'll get you out.
Trying to save black men.
We give black men a place to be seen, a place to be heard.
Sometimes I got to push back because be lying.
They do, but so do women. So that's what makes the pod cool.
Strap in. It's about to be fun.
Black Dad's Club. Now let's begin.
Yo, I want to welcome everybody to the episode 206 of the Black Dad's Club. That is Pastor Mike Will. I am Gavin B. Hopefully I get some new headphones for Christmas. These headphones sound different every time. And my vocals always sound right, but it's always jacked up. Anyway, this is the Black Dad's Club, episode 206. Like I just said, sorry, I got to do it over again. I got distracted. Squirrel brain. That's Pastor Mike Will. I am Gavin B. This is the Black Dad's Club right now. The hat that Mike is wearing or the hat that I have right here, it is on sale if you need a hat for Christmas. Ladies, we love y'all. We love y'all more than the guys here. Just to make y'all feel better, right? We love you. Your man wants a hat for Christmas. Get him one from us. Don't be going to them other brands with white men behind the label and support black.
This is a really nice hat. Get this one.
Thank you. Please get that one. Get the fitted. I mean, it's not a fit. It's a snapback, right? Shit, I don't know. Is it a snapback? Snapback. Get the snapback. I love y'all. We love y'all here. Also, do we got hand claps on here? Oh, shoot. Nope.
Yeah. Double homicide.
It's hand claps on here.
Definitely double homicide. What Gav's doing right now.
But I don't know where it's at. Hold on. There you go. January 26th. January 26th. Hold on, because y'all know it's about to come back. Hold on. We got a special announcement. Here you go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Your boys are the official hosts of the Dear Father's Day with the Charlotte Hornets. Hand claps to us. No, we're going to do air horns for us, man, because we on it. We are starting off Q1 of 2026. Very special. I'm super excited for us. We are in the building. We will be working with the Hornets and Dear Fathers at Spectrum Center. Hold on. You got the email pulled up?
Yep. You want me to read the event promo?
Yeah, you can read. He got a little blurb at the bottom.
Yeah. We are proud to announce that we'll be hosting the Dear Father's Night pregame panel discussion on fatherhood and mental health with @dear.fathers on their Instagram and @Hornets on Saturday, January 24th before the Hornets take on the Wizards at the Spectrum Center. Join us for an impactful discussion as some amazing dads in the Charlotte community unpack the joys and hurdles of being a black father, legacy, and navigating our mental health through it all.
Thank you. So this is what we need to happen. It's on the 24th, my bad. If you go to Dear Father's Instagram, dear.fathers, right?
Yep.
You go on their Instagram, you click the link in their bio, you buy a ticket. The ticket gets you to the event that we're hosting, and it also gets you a ticket to the game. And you get to pick your section and everything there. It's a discounted ticket. So we definitely want everybody to come out, support us, even if it's just to lay eyes on me and Mike.
Well, we're going to host it, so we're going to make sure everybody has a good time. So
absolutely.
If you come through, like I said, panels to panels, they're going to be serious. But if you come through, if you have hung out with Black Dad's Club before, you know we're excellent hosts.
Absolutely. And on top of that, I'm trying to get the people that's on the panel. The people on the panel is mad cool. Y'all seen some of those people on here. Like Wiggs is on there with Battery Exchange. Y'all seen Mod. He always up here. Mod is probably going to run back through here 3 more times. Pause. before the event. They also got, I think Curtis is on there, if I'm not mistaken.
Curtis Walls. I got let's see here. Rashomon Torrance.
Yeah, that's Mod.
Mod. Desmond Wiggins.
Yep.
Rashawn Miller.
Yep.
And Anthony Morrow.
Shout out to Anthony Morrow. I do need to talk to you because I need you to plug me in with KD. I need to meet you so we could talk about Kevin Durant. I need to meet him. But yeah, we super excited for that. It'll be a fun time. I'll make sure I have a haircut before all that happens.
No, it's gonna be a good time. So hey, everybody definitely come hang out. It'll be prior to the game. We get to hang out during the game and after the game.
Exactly. All right, let's get this pod started. Shedeur started. Shout out to Shedeur Sanders. The first Browns quarterback, I think, since 1999.
Yeah,
rookie to start
the
and
rookie
win.
to start and win.
Congratulations to him, man. Super excited for him. I don't know what's up with the MAGA side of the internet and they hatred of him. I can see where it comes from, but I just don't get it.
Well, I mean, you have, you have a very confident, young man, right? Mm-hmm. Like even everybody, like when he put the watch up, like they thought that everybody thinks it's like because it's an expensive watch and he's showing off, and it's like no, what he's saying is it's my time.
Yeah, but you throwing up
I mean, he can't help what watch he has. I mean, he could help, but I mean, if he throws on a Seiko, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, would the message be any more clear? Like, no.
Yeah, because you be like this. You do Dame time. Come on, the watch is up because he drove in a Rolls Royce to the game.
Look, I'm not saying that he's not very, very confident, but what I'm saying is
he's
like
cocky.
The arrogance that people see is like, well, that's what it takes to be a superior athlete. Like, you think Michael Jordan don't walk into the gym saying I'm best basketball? He's 100, right? You think he still don't walk into a basketball gym and be like, who can beat me?
Yeah. No, I don't have a problem with it. I like it. Also, I've been around so many black men at sporting events and sporting avenues, platforms, whatever the case. Everybody act like that.
Yeah. So
the dude who hit the game winner don't go get back in his car and say, thank y'all for letting me come.
No. He makes sure that until the next game starts. So it's like, no, I mean, here's the thing with Shedeur. We knew he could play.
Okay.
But like I said before, I was like, I don't think he dropped because he couldn't play. I think he dropped because who his dad was.
Well, they're saying Tom Brady didn't want him.
And which is wild considering the quarterbacks that they have.
Who the Raiders?
I mean, who they've had. So, but I mean, dude, everybody passed on him, right? We can't just blame the Raiders. I mean, he dropped to what, 6th round? Fifth round? Like, everybody didn't want him. So he should have beef with everybody. With that being said, I hope he gets his head, into the playbook, understand the plays. Because I'll be honest, it's hard to say Kevin Stefanski ain't trying to sabotage him in some way.
Oh, yeah.
Like pulling him out at the 1 yard line and running the Wildcat twice.
Yeah.
Like the plays that they call, like, for one, big ups to him for doing what he did, because that line is trash.
Yeah.
Like, even on like the 50-yard pass, bruh, like, as soon as he hiked the ball, it was like, oh, shit. Like, they were already broke through, and he rolled out, and he threw a rope. So, the kid can ball, man. I'm pulling for Shedeur. I know he puts this target on his back, but I think sometimes, like, that's how some guys get off. Like, I need you to hate me, so I work hard.
Absolutely. First of all, we got to remember whose son this is. Right?
Absolutely.
Rocket Mortgage, I am not refinancing. Y'all can quit. I keep like dubbing them and they keep calling me back. Had the race went down?
No. Oh, yeah. Actually, I don't know.
They always call you right before they're about to go down some more.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I love it.
Yeah, because they got to get that extra money from the top.
Absolutely. And I know a person who worked for Rocket Mortgage. They increased their quotas so much. Like, I've had one, this is really just yapping around here. I had 1 week, 3 different agents called me and I'm like, yo, do y'all not talk? And they try to convince me, oh, we from all different departments. I said, no, y'all from the same company. Yeah. Y'all doing too much. Anyway, we have to remember who Shedeur's dad is. Shedeur has to remember your dad's skill level and yours was totally different, even at this stage.
Yeah.
So let me be honest. People didn't like your dad's, you know.
Yeah,
they didn't like that. But your dad.
Yeah, nobody liked Dion, you know, back in the day. You liked him if he played for you.
Exactly.
But once he didn't play for you, you wasn't a fan of Dion.
You was never a fan of him. And then so it was one of those. And so I say that to say if you can't produce like Dion and you on my team, and every time the cameras come out, they talking about you, they in your face, I can understand why the lineman might let that man go past him quicker. But I like Shedeur. I think for me, Shedeur young, man. I remember being young, and even though Michael Jordan's my favorite player, and I think I have number one, I remember how cool it was to be like, yo, you telling the old generation, yo, LeBron and Reggie Bush coming.
Yeah.
Like, right? You remember, I used to tell people all the time, this generation don't get it now, but like there was a time where the older people did not want to hear that you said, yo, Lil Wayne is a great rapper.
No.
Want to hear. And so as a young person, you got to just look at them. Mind you, I'm grown. I'm too old now, but like Shedeur is like that for these young kids. And I like the cockiness. It is what it is. Like,
I hope he does well. I hope he grabs his job by the horns, because it's going to be a mess next year. Oh, right. Yeah. Like, because again, I don't think his coach like him. I don't think his coach likes him at all. And it's going to be interesting to see, because if he does well, I can see if Dion gets healthy, I can see Dion being the head coach of the Cleveland Browns, bro. I can see it.
Dion gonna be the head coach of the Carolina Panthers, and Shedeur be down here. Actually, we need to get D-Shine. We got a couple massage parlors in Charlotte.
I don't know. We got Houston quality massage parlors.
Well, he in Cleveland. We definitely got.
Well,
Cleveland.
He married now though, so he probably good. His wife probably has password to his phone. Wife probably had. He probably.
Okay, that wasn't that far ago. You think he cleaned out all them kinks before he got married?
I think he's good. I think he's good. He retired.
Or do you think she cool with that?
Well, I mean, I think most women would. Summer Walker, right? I mean, God, we keep going back to it. Most women are okay with being, you having some extra on the side if you got money, bro.
$200 million.
Yeah, most women are gonna be okay with you. Like, all right, cool.
Hey, Carolina Panthers, we've seen enough. This team has enough talent to be better than what the record shows. Bryce 5'7", yo. That's all I gotta say. Like, I'm sorry. I root for him. I'm happy for him. When Bryce was at the 1 yard line and he jumped to throw a touchdown pass and he threw an interception against y'all, I was like, yo, that's all. I seen enough. I had already won fantasy. We'll get to you, Bilal, in a little bit, but it was over.
Real talk, man. Bryce is small, man. He's small. I'm pulling for the guy, but
it's done. It's done. He's not Drew Brees.
Yeah, he just, man. I don't know. I don't know what the Panthers was thinking, like not taking CJ Stroud.
No,
and I know CJ. I know he hasn't really done his thing last year or this year. Rookie year was really, really good. I think he's going to be fine. I don't know what the Panthers was thinking.
I don't know what the Panthers was thinking to trade up when you could have just waited a year and got Caleb. Come on, you could have waited a year.
But
people forget that.
For everything that Caleb does, wow, man, the boy could pitch the rock.
Yeah, he can. He could at USC. Everybody knew Caleb was coming out the next year. Everybody knew who's going to be the number one pick. The Panthers was going to have the number one pick.
Caleb might need to be in a big city though. Okay, Charlotte, I don't know if he works in the Charlotte.
I don't care about where you work at. I care about Charlotte and what works, right? You moved up to get Bryce.
Yeah.
And the thing was like Bryce or Caleb, cool. If Bryce burns you at 5'8", then cool. Drew Brees only got one ring.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. I think Bryce is going to eventually be good. I don't know if he's going to be good in Charlotte.
He's not.
To your point, he is tiny, but I think like if you put a Bryce with, like, if Bryce played under Andy Reid, I think Andy Reid would be like, all right, I know what to do with this kid.
Yeah, he's gonna be doing play action and running all the time.
Yeah, well, he needs to be doing play action running all the time. He absolutely should be doing. Yeah, because he's small. But I think the biggest problem is David Canales. He can't run a team and call plays. He got to give up. He got to give up play calling. Because I'm a Niner fan, but I'm sort of out on the Niners right now for a personal reason. But you know what I'm saying? So I didn't care if they won. I really didn't care if they won or lost. Like, until they fire Joe Lynch off that team, I'm just really not a fan of them. So I really don't care. Like I said, win or loss, right? But when I saw the Panthers with Bryce, I was like, yo, Canales isn't helping him. He isn't. He is not helping the guy, man. So no, Canales needs to give up play calling, because I do think he's a good coach. I think players want to play for him. He sounds great when I listen to the radio. But I don't know. That's enough of Charlotte sports for
we'll get back to it.
Nationwide pod.
Deshaun, I can show you where all the massage parlors are. I took pictures for a couple of them. Can't tell you what
Deshaun could work in Charlotte though. Like, yeah, I can see him coming back to the South.
He could definitely work here.
I would say Deshaun would be.
Man, I go get Jameis Winston. I don't care. That boy had like, we get the fantasy in a little bit. Yeah. What you doing for Thanksgiving? You cooking?
I think I'm gonna cook the day. So everybody's kind of, all my family's all over. So I'm probably going to a friend's house tomorrow.
Okay.
To do a Thanksgiving, but I think I'm gonna cook a Thanksgiving meal today because the kids are out of school. I think I'm gonna cook today.
Mike, if you ain't started yet, we potting right now at noon. What you gonna cook?
Probably don't take long to cook, man.
It don't. But what are you gonna cook for my man? He ain't gonna have no turkey.
What you mean? No, first off, I'm not buying a whole turkey, bro. It's two of us. I go get the turkey. What do you call it? Turkey sirloin.
Okay.
Or whatever. It's like turkey breast.
Okay.
Yeah, you just season that and you fry it in a cast iron pot.
So what else? All right, keep going with the meal.
Do cornbread dressing, some collard greens, mac and cheese. I do not do cranberry sauce. I don't know how y'all do that.
Really?
I've never had cranberry sauce.
Love it.
Like even as a kid, I think I tried like one time. I was just like, it's
Sierra
not for
made
me.
me seafood stuffing. Was that stuffing or dressing? Which one don't go in the turkey?
Stuffing goes in the turkey because you're stuffing it in the turkey, Gavin.
I went to public school.
So did I.
I had seafood dress. I had dressing for the first time.
Yeah.
When she brought the food by the crib, when Karina was cooking, it was good. I never had dressing before. It was different.
Yeah. No, I love dressing, man. That's how I use my grandma's recipe. So, shouts out to her.
What you looking forward to eat? Well, if you cooking,
so I'm eating tomorrow too. But because I'm so greedy, I was like, I want Thanksgiving food today.
Facts.
So I was like, I'm going to. So yeah, when I leave here, I'm heading to the grocery store and I'm gonna buy Thanksgiving food. And cause I asked Kat, I was like, you want Thanksgiving food today? He was like, yeah, all right, let's do it, bro. Yeah. And I'll make sweet potato pie.
Ooh, we can buy that.
No. You gotta cook it. You gotta
patty
cook
pie still jumping?
I don't think so.
Damn, Patty.
Patty,
you look good at the Kelly Rowland show. Kelly Rowland, top 5. I ain't got nothing else to say about you, girl.
Kelly Rowland,
top 5.
Yeah, man.
She in my top 5. I said that a year ago. So
gets better with age. Look like it.
She got a song on her album. Her last album called Red Wine. Everybody listen to it. I'm making chicken tomorrow.
What kind of chicken?
I don't know. It's not gonna be fried. I don't eat fried food. So if anybody's expecting fried food when I show up with the chicken, you niggas shoot. Y'all lucky I don't go to Chex and just get some chicken wings and bring them.
Oh, man.
I can't wait. You know what? I don't eat mac and cheese on Thanksgiving.
What?
I'm not a mac and cheese guy no more. I had so much mac and cheese growing up. No offense. Ma, skip 30 seconds. That was like the only thing my mom could cook growing up. No offense. I told her to skip, so she ain't hear it. But she could kill some mac and cheese. And then when she retired cooking when Brittany was like 10, did Brittany start making it. So I had mac and cheese all the time. Karina can make good mac and cheese, especially for a Puerto Rican. It's good. Karina, skip 30 seconds. Oh, sorry, it's too late.
I'm not in the last minute of this pod. Not me. So it's 100% Gavin talking, ladies.
So that, but Karina makes good mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Dead ass. But she every time she wants to cook, she makes it. And so I have something in. But on Thanksgiving, I'm like, it's always gonna be here. It's one of them dishes. I'll tell you this. This is the difference when you date somebody out of your culture, right?
Yeah.
So I went to Karina's first time Karina took me home for Thanksgiving. I sat there and I just remember I was like, hey, from here on out, we have to figure something out for Thanksgiving. I said, there's so many black staple dishes that are not here.
Yeah.
That I'm just missing Thanksgiving. And I was like, it's no candy yams, right? It's no greens. It's no mac and cheese. I said, everything y'all are cooking, y'all have this on a regular Sunday. So, we got to switch something up. So like now when I go with her family, I'm in charge of the greens, Karina's on the mac and cheese. But I am looking for, I don't care if it is some candy yams on the table, some yams, I'm eating that. That's like the number one thing, that and ham.
That's one of the things you don't think about when you do get married. It's like holidays and cross-cultural, dishes. Because to your point, right, when you said, I'm missing Thanksgiving, that kind of hurt. Because I was just like, dang, if I did marry, a woman that's not of Afro-American culture, I am going to have to teach her how to cook.
You're going to have to do it or make it yourself?
Obviously I cook. I enjoy cooking. My mom actually thought I was going to go to Johnson & Wales when I was young. But
glad you didn't.
I was like, I hate working on the weekend. And that's the only thing. In the restaurant business, you're working every holiday. Every weekend.
We ain't seen your brother in since 2008.
Yeah, he's busier on the days that we're off. He is busier. So, but no, I do enjoy cooking, man. So whatever woman does marry me, like I joke that she's gonna have to cook, but it's like no, Pod's gonna take off, so I'm gonna have time.
Well, we
like,
get a chef.
We'll probably actually add that as like a channel at some point.
Cooking with Mike.
No, like just Black Dad's Club. Like, I mean, dude, I tell you, we gotta create the value. Hey, thank you to the people that are joining Patreon. Like we
got a new founding father.
We're still setting that up. Appreciate you though for being an early adopter.
Dion, I'm pretty sure your name is Dion. I'm gonna shout you out next week. Shout out to you. Let us know when you need to call in. Damn, I was gonna say, you know what? We're gonna get right back to Draymond and Kenyon, because I do think since we talking about food, I'm glad you didn't go to Johnson & Wales, because there's a cap on how much money you would be able to make. That used to be the saddest part about working in hospitality. You would meet people who just spent 50 grand on college, who probably never make 50 grand a year. And they doing it because they passionate about it.
You enjoy it. You love it. Like I enjoy cooking. It's relaxing for me.
Yeah, and you know, the funny part is I have a theory, but we're going to get there in a little bit, because lately we've been seeing people talk about food, tipping.
Yes.
And I have realized, I'm going to save my idea for later. Let me play this part, because I hate you Negroes. Oh my gosh, porn popped up. Sorry.
Out of control.
Had to get rid of it.
Is tipping culture out of control?
Depends who you ask.
If I'm at a restaurant and shit, I'll leave a little tip.
If you're spending $3K on a meal, you shouldn't have to tip $600 to me.
I could get like a $400 meal, nigga, and I'm only giving a 10 or a 20 on how you
Who said that?
night.
Jello dumbass.
Like, that's how I rock for real. Unless I really like, I'm trying to flatter some shit, I'll leave a little hundo out there or something.
So you leave 20% every time?
Yeah. Standard.
Y'all boys different.
They not different.
That was LaMelo. Not LaMelo. That was Lonzo that tips, right?
He seems like, yes, it was him.
Yeah, that was
he
him that
seems like the
tips.
most logical of the three brothers.
Yeah.
But we got Michael Porter Jr., who said he shouldn't have to leave $600
on a $3,000 tip.
And then you got Jello, who says, hey, if it's $400, I leave you
he said 10.
Not even 10%, because that would have been 40.
No, he said $10.
I leave you 10. Yeah.
Like
so
$10, $20.
He's leaving 2% on the tip. Like, I hate to be this person. Skip the part that America got tipping fucked up.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah.
When you go to other countries, you realize that. We got it all messed up.
Yes.
Y'all, but we're done with, hey, they do it better around the world. No. Cool. You live in America. It's effed up over here. You see what's going on. You see who running this thing. And it's, America's just jacked up.
Yeah.
Now that we know, now that we understand what goes on out here, let's stay here. If you cannot afford to tip 20% on your bill, stay home. This is not for takeout. I don't believe in tipping on takeout. Personally, I worked at F&B for probably 10 years. I don't believe in tipping on takeout. Sorry. Only reason I believe this, I believe all tip out, there should be a service charge for all takeout orders. And that should just go to the tip pool.
Here's the thing. I don't even believe that, because I'm not using, I am coming there for the only thing that you actually sell, right?
Yeah.
Like, you make food. If I don't buy the food, you don't make any money. So It's like, okay, what am I do not understand. Look, typically I leave $1, right? I do. Don't
do that no more.
Yeah, typically I'll leave like $1, right? Like if I order, if I order like 5 Guys, if I order a burger, bro, I'm not tipping 20% to come pick up my freaking burger.
Well, that's fast food. That's different.
Yeah. So what else are you doing takeout? Like, if I go into,
like you go to a restaurant, you go to, let's say you go to Check Wings, you get 10 wings, it's $12. 10 wings is $12. I probably would leave $5, me personally.
No, see, that's the thing. If I'm taking out, I do not tip unless I go to the bar. Like if I go, because what I do most times, if I do order takeout,
yes,
I'll go to the bar. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I'm not tipping for picking up food.
Yeah.
So if I go to the bar and I'm like, yo, I order something and then I order a beer, then I'm probably gonna leave a $5 tip. But I'm taking out.
So I have this theory that I believe I believe it should be mandatory in America that everybody works in food and beverage for at least a year, at least 6 months.
But here's the thing: we gotta get a consensus on tipping on takeout.
Everybody that has ever worked in F&B has a consensus on takeout. That's the joke.
What is their consensus?
It's 20%
on takeout.
No, hold on, we're gonna get there. We're going to get there.
Okay.
You go to a restaurant. If it's good service, it's 20%. If it's great service,
Agreed.
you can leave more. But even if it's great service, you leave 20. Everybody understands because everybody understands. My goal is to get you to order more food. Also, everybody that's ever worked in F&B believes in tip pooling. Matter of fact, if I was you, I wouldn't go to a restaurant unless they tip pool. You get way better service when they tip pool. Let me tell you how you know if you get tip pool. If you can, anybody that's passing by you, if you need something, any server that walk past you, if they willing to help you, that means everybody tip pooling because they understand if you happy and if every table in this here is happy, I get a part of that money. And tip pooling is based on hours, so it's cool like that.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
So let me tell you what tip pooling is. It's when all the tips, not cash, everybody keep their cash. Everything that goes on credit cards goes into a pool. And they look at, your restaurant looks at and say, all right, we have 10 employees. Everybody worked 400 hours. They will break up the money from the tip pool goes to, they divide that by the hours.
Yeah.
Whoever works the most hours, that's how much. So if I work 30 hours this week, but you work 10, I get 30 hours out of the tip pool.
Yeah.
You'll get 10.
Makes sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
But what happens is the server who's at table 25, when he walks past you, he sees you need something, he'll clean off your table. He'll bust your table.
Yeah.
He'll bring you utensils. He'll bring your food out. And everybody's working together. It creates unity. So everybody believes in 20% standard, 15, 18 if it's bad. Look, it is what it is. And if you want to tip more, cool. I will give y'all this gem right now. Men always over tip. I'm letting y'all know that. Ladies always under tip. No disrespect. It is what it is, right? That is what it is.
Yeah.
Every race has an issue. Foreigners do not tip.
Because in most of their countries, it's not a thing.
Them niggas be from America though, so I don't even let that shit rock. Like we know by your accent, we know that you're not from here. We know what's up.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Black people, they do bad at tipping, right? And they make you run for it. White people don't. White people think you got to earn your tip though. That's just the rules when you work.
So here's the thing. It doesn't sound like anybody's an amazing tipper outside of rich men.
White men.
Rich white men.
Yes.
Okay.
And black men, if they think you cute. Sorry, I'm keeping it real today with y'all with this. So that's the standard.
I mean, I do a standard 20%, man.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's even over that. But here's the thing though, right? I'm not one of these people that's like, yo, I'm gonna tilt 25, 30%. Like I don't do that.
Nah, and so going back to Mike's point, so what is the standard for most people when it's doing takeout? Well, if it's like a Chex somewhere like that, or like a Five Guys, cool. You leave $1 or $2, cool. Also, I'm never mad at somebody who say, hey, I'm not tipping for one thing and one thing only. I think that restaurants should put a service charge on takeout. And
But they end up keeping the money. It's like pizza delivery, right? They started charging a delivery fee.
Yeah.
And then we found out that wasn't going to like this is when I honestly when on takeouts, I was like, I'm walking in restaurants, right? So like I had stopped doing delivery like way prior to Uber Eats and all the other stuff taking off. Cause I was like, whoa, how are you charging a fee for a delivery and it's not going to the person delivering
So
it?
here's the problem. That's up for those workers and their unions to figure out. Some of y'all, and y'all know, y'all working for delivery fees and it's going back to the house.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's why, and sometimes, but what you realize is it was at one point in time, Domino's was paying their delivery drivers like $20 an hour. And they overcharge. And that's up for them to decide.
Yeah.
But I believe you do a service charge. Also, here's my other thing. Restaurants that do that service charge should just go to the kitchen and they tip pool. Most restaurants, some of the restaurants now, they do a kitchen tip pool because going back to Johnson & Wales, let's say you coming out of Johnson & Wales, you want to go be a chef, you probably only making $15 to $17 an hour.
Yeah.
No disrespect. And it's sad because those people work hard. They go to school. They never going to pay off that student loan. They understand that, right? Unless they go be like a sous chef.
Go and have their own restaurant.
Yeah. And
private chef. Yeah.
And that restaurant going to stay open for 2 years because that's how the world goes, right? Some restaurants have a tip pool or the tips that goes just to the kitchen crew because no matter what happens, they're always just going to make that standard $15.
Man, you know what we need to do? Just go to for one, increase minimum wage.
Facts.
All right. Go to pay everybody in the restaurant minimum wage.
Facts.
And then let's get rid of the ideal of tipping. Like you can still tip, right? But it will make sense. Like, if at the end of the night, they make $15, $18 an hour. And I just say, you know what? I'm just gonna throw you an extra 20 on top of it. Right?
Yeah.
Because at this point we're tipping because we are paying people wages, right? I would rather not have to every time I order takeout, have someone look at me crazy because I only left $1 or $2 or nothing. Because some days I don't know. Because I'd be like, I'm having to drive all the way across town
No,
to pick
bro,
up this food.
When I pick up food, unless it's checks, and I had to get careful with y'all because sometimes y'all be messing up the order. If I go pick up my food, I'm not tipping.
Like if I go pick up, like I love Outback's pasta. It's
Okay.
way too many calories, so I haven't had it in a long time. So
Yeah.
maybe I'll do that for a treat this weekend. But anyway, if I order that, man, I'm not tipping, right? So like if I'm going to pick it up. So but again, because I kept doing it, I was like, well, shit. So what I started doing is like I'll go to the bar, order a beer, and then I'll pay a tip there because I'm like, if I'm having to drive to you and I'm not being serviced at all, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I have a hard time being like, who am I tipping?
You tipping the bartender because the bartender's it comes in as a bar order. That's where the money goes.
But they're not fixing the order. The kitchen fixing it. It's not going to the kitchen.
They're not fixing it.
Like,
the kitchen not fixing it. They're not. I'm telling you, I done worked in F&B. That's the misconception. This is why I believe everybody should work in F&B. My kid is going to work in F&B because you need to understand it. My mom, my family, some of them, especially the older ones, they still don't know how to tip, right? But they didn't understand it until me and my sister was like the server on the other side.
Yeah.
And then when you coming in and you understand that, when somebody orders something to go.
So what happened to 15%?
What happened to it?
Yeah.
What happened to it? That's when you get shitty service.
No, I'm saying, but like, because when you was in food and beverage, so we're talking about probably 20 years ago, right? The standard tip was...
No, 20 years ago. I started working before I was working at the Ritz, I was 20. I worked there till I was
15 years ago.
No, I started then. Oh, you saying when I started?
Yeah, when you started.
Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
So when you started, like the standard tip back then was like 15%. So like,
it was 20.
It was 20.
I was also working at the Ritz though.
Yeah. So okay. So that's why I went up because the Ritz was like, yo, we're doing 20%. Then everybody was like, well, hell, the Ritz doing 20%. All of us need to do 20%.
It wasn't because of that. If we want to be honest.
Yeah. What was it?
People like Jello.
So we're subsidizing the shitty tippers.
Yeah, they started adding it in.
I
right?
got you.
Come on, we'll go to Miami. What happened?
Well, yeah, it's 20% on everything.
So when you go to Miami, it's on everything, right? You go
I don't even think it's 20. I mean, I haven't been to Miami in over a decade.
Yeah, but
I think last time I was down, I think it was like 22% last time we was down there.
So you get people like him who come in, or you get the places where there's a lot of young kids coming in, so they throwing it on there. A lot of church people.
I don't mind automatic tip though. Like I mean, when I sit down at a restaurant, I don't like if you automatically put that in there. I don't care.
I don't mind. I think if we want to get rid of tipping, we should raise the minimum wage and go to automatic tipping. I mean, automatic gratuity, and just make it 20. Get rid of raise it because servers make at the Ritz they was making $2.75.
Yeah, I mean, like we know this is to make up the hourly rate. So I get it.
And here's the thing. That's the BS that the restaurants have convinced everybody. Like, hey, y'all are tipping to pay their minimum wage when they have the money to.
Yeah.
Come on. You go to Waffle House, an All-Star costs $13. It only costs Waffle House $2 to make.
I mean, sometimes it's $13.05, sometimes it's $12.77.
It's never the same number.
Sometimes it's $14.72.
I went in there one time. I told that boy, I said, bro, I got this yesterday. God dang, dog. Like, what the hell is going on? It's always different, right? But they convinced us that, hey, you got a tip to pay that, which is cool, whatever. It's the greatest lie ever. But I'm also serving 5 tables. So if every table, it will come over there, right?
Yeah.
But if I get a bunch of Jellos coming in here, $400, and hey, I think y'all can all apologize to me. I think we all know that Jello didn't get $8 million off that record deal.
Yeah, not if he tipping $10 off a $400.
Absolutely. But it is what it is. But also, my last thing before we go, Jello grew up in LA. It might be a little different. He might grew up in an area where it's always automatic gratuity.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So,
now I will say this. If you do have money, it's kind of crappy if you don't tip. Like, yeah, I will say that.
Yeah, absolutely. Draymond and Kenyon Martin are still going at it.
I love it.
I thought it was a story that might die down before we get to it, but they still going into it. So apparently what happened, so if you know anything about Kenyon Martin, he don't back down.
Yeah.
If you know anything about Draymond, he like to run his mouth. And he ain't, all intents and purposes, Draymond don't seem scared of nobody either.
No, he don't.
And so
he is a 6'6" guy. So
so they've been having a conversation, and they've been going back about skill, winning rings. I hate the whole concept of you didn't win a ring, you can't talk, which I love it. I get it. We have to have some difference when we talking. And I'll give y'all an example. A lot of us love rap, right?
Yeah.
The best rapper in the world, the best rapper of all time isn't the richest. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who you looking at.
Yeah.
Probably ain't the richest. The richest rapper ever probably is Hov.
Yeah.
He's number one on somebody's list. But hey, you ask me who rap better out of him and Nas, I'm gonna tell you it's Nas.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. So when you looking at that, I'm going there. But guess what Jay-Z get to tell all of y'all? Your record deal, I have a painting in my house that costs that much, right? Like, y'all, I'm worth $2 billion. Like, it is what it is. So it's that big bank take big, a little bank. In basketball is how many rings have you won, right?
Yeah, I hate that argument.
Kenny Smith has more rings than Chuck, but we know Chuck is the better basketball player, right? Anytime Shaq has an opportunity to let Chuck know you never won, he does it.
Yes.
So we're there. So Draymond's throwing that in Kenyon's face. Kenyon Martin, who's super funny, he listed out 200 players of power forwards that's better than
that.
Draymond.
That was hilarious.
That was absolutely amazing. And disrespectful.
Now, and see, I like that kind of hate, and I like that kind of petty. That's the kind of petty I like. Right? That's the kind of hate that I like.
And Kenyon, you can't say that, bro.
But here's the thing, though. Kenyon Martin is a better power forward than Draymond Green, and it's not close.
Was Kenyon a power forward? I saw him more as a center. But
yeah, I mean, he was in that era, but he was always undersized. I mean, like even when he played, I want to say he was at Cincinnati because he was actually one of my favorite college players to watch. I think that was who was the coach? They had a wild coach back then on that team for the Cincinnati Bearcats. But number one pick. Was it a weaker than normal draft? It was, right? But he is a number one pick, right? He was a great college player. Like all his credentials, right? As a hooper. Yes. Like he's absolutely right. Like all my credentials as a hooper is better than Draymond Green, right? And for a short period, Kenyon Martin was one of those guys where you really didn't want to go up against.
Nah, I get what he's saying, and I get to 200. I'm on Kenyon's side on this because, like I told y'all, I said I think this is hilarious because their skill sets are very similar. You made a great point. Draymond can't hit him with the big money talk.
Yeah. Kenyon made money, and he in this early 2000s. Like Kenyon got paid. Kenyon done grabbed 100.
Yeah, so I can't do that. And Draymond is doing this talking of I got rings. Great. At best, you was the third best player on your team. At best. That first ring, I don't know who was better out of him and Harrison Barnes. I know who we would say. Like, let me like this. Somebody's looking and laughing. They laughing like Mike. It was like, absolutely he was. The game on the line, who gonna have the ball in their hand last? If you had to guess.
Harrison Barnes or Draymond?
Yeah.
It was going to be Harrison Barnes.
Thank you. And it would have been Sean Livingston if we would have really wanted to get there. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then once KD got there, you was definitely at the end. You know what I'm saying? But look, Kenyon was right. Yo, David West was better than you on that team. Which is
that's a little disrespectful,
but it's true.
I mean, here's the thing. This is what I hate about basketball players, man. Like we know what a hooper looks like, bro.
Facts.
And like, we know David West walks in the gym. He's a hooper. We know Kenyon Martin walks in the gym. He's a hooper. Draymond walks in the gym. We know he can play. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a little bit different conversation. Like, Draymond can ball, right?
Yeah.
But David West is the hooper.
Absolutely.
Right. Kenyon Martin is the hooper, right? And I hate that Draymond is kind of making this like a rings conversation because
that's the only thing he got.
But you would not have any of those rings if you was on any other squad in the NBA. Like any other squad.
If they would have traded careers, the Nets don't get to the finals.
We wouldn't even. Nets would have got another number one first round pick like the next year if they changed careers. Like they would have number one picks year after year after year if they had Draymond.
Absolutely, I thought it was funny. I also find it funny that nobody's coming to Draymond's defense. I mean, Nick Young tried, but
Nick does he not like Kenyon? I don't watch the pod enough to know whether or not they get along. But I saw enough of their interaction to be like, y'all on the same pod. I don't think y'all like each other.
You know how you talk to some people and you realize like, they're kind of disrespectful. Kenyon talks to him very disrespectful. Like, not even little bro. Like, relax.
Like I'm damn near 7 foot and you're 6'1" for real.
It's not just to Nick. Kenyon, you could tell he just talked like that, and you could tell that Gilbert Arenas has this environment where it's just like, this is how we talk. Like, whatever. They all disrespectful to each other. They call Rashad McCants like stupid all the time. It's super funny to watch, but it is there. Do we want to get on? Speaking of Johnson & Wales, and I'm glad that y'all didn't go there. If you ever decide to go to Johnson & Wales, if they ask you to read, if you rather reading or math, you should not say we should teach these kids business. Fuck reading. Juelz Santana was sitting down on a podcast, and how do we go through life like this, man? First of all, they asking Juelz how to tie a bandana, which I thought was funny. But his bandana was iconic, so I'm with it. Juelz is one of my favorite rappers coming up, probably because I wanted him and Lil Wayne to drop I Can't Feel My Face, and because of label issues, it never came out, right? Juelz was my favorite rapper. I think he was the best rapper out of Dipset, but that's just a whole nother thing. He can rap his ass off.
Juelz was definitely...
Juelz, man, they gonna kill you.
Juelz. He definitely was... Juelz. Juelz. He definitely was the Dipset rapper that you wanted to listen to.
Absolutely. And that first album, yeah, they're gonna kill you. That first album was amazing. But they asked him, they said, yo, which one you think is more important? Which I think is a great question, and it's a great debate, right? Should we be focused more on reading or math? I think that is a great debate. And the problem with the debate comes when you basically say F one of the subjects and only focus on whatever, right?
Like, I mean, his reasoning
was stupid.
It wasn't the greatest, right? It was like, yo, you can listen to it now, and it's like, yeah, bro, that's how you lose societies right there. Like, so to answer the question,
that was crazy.
Reading is how you build upon like the future, right? Math is how you create a new future, right? So math is, I would say, more important, but reading is just as important. But
Facts.
to say we don't have to read no more because we have everything, and
somebody can read it to you.
Someone can read it to you in audio. That's a little New Yorkish.
No, it's not. It's very rapperish. This is why all of y'all was signing bad contracts. And somebody even run that to him. He was like, well, somebody can read the contract to me. What does it matter? You don't know what words
you don't understand
mean.
it. Yeah, you don't understand it. So no. That again, right? Why entertainers should not be the first and foremost of civil rights in this country.
Or no, anything.
Yeah, anything. I would agree. Anything.
They had Cardi speaking at the UN.
That was Nicki.
Nicki, yes, excuse me. Sorry, Cardi. We'll leave you out of there. Sorry, baby
Go
girl.
get us sued.
Sorry. Yeah. They had Nicki speaking at the UN. And you know what I love? Shout out to all the barbs, man. Y'all letting that Trump, y'all just acting like it didn't happen. And I love it. I respect it. Y'all just acting like, who cares, Gavin?
Hey, man, anytime someone Dana White something, bro, because it's your team, I'm with it, bro.
Yeah, you doing that.
That's what that's what I do over here for the fellas.
Pharrell don't know nothing about DEI. You know what I'm saying? You got, like, look where we at with it.
I mean, here's the thing, though. Everybody's afraid of supremacy right now. Like, that's honestly what's going on. Everybody is, because you would think if you wanted to protest something or if you wanted to fight something, you do it when you experiencing it, right? So when there's a Democrat in office, everybody's protesting, right?
Yeah.
We defend Palestine, women reproductive rights, immigrants. Everybody's in front of the White House when there's a Democrat there because they're like, yo, we need this to change. Now when somebody's actually anti everything that you for, y'all church miles.
Well, for me, it's like, cool. They afraid of supremacy. I agree with you on that. But also the flip side of it is, it's like, hey, I get so high up. Now the people I'm around don't look like me, and I hear their concerns, and they're using me they don't understand that you're being used as the black springboard to see, am I too far in the deep end or am I off base here?
Yeah.
And you keep talking to them enough, you start understanding, yeah. You know, you for real, right? I mean, do you want the job because you're the best or because you black?
No,
you know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing, though. I hear what he's saying, but you could not tell me that if there was a different temperature in the world, he doesn't say that. I would dare say he would say the exact opposite, right? If this was a Barack Obama administration and Europe was pro-immigration, right? I think he'd get up there and say, we need more diversity.
Oh, I'm 99% sure, but probably the white people around you probably ain't talking about that. The supremacist people ain't sharing their concerns with you.
Well, no, they're using you to say what they want you to say, and that's the problem that I have. You know,
yeah. Me and you saying the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I say nothing, right? If you're afraid, say nothing. Don't go and hop on their side. Don't go over there and be like, well, let me go and propagate the points that y'all, push, right? I was about to name somebody that does it a lot, but I'm not going to do it because the pod is actually it's getting more popular, and I can't shoot at everybody.
See, look at you.
Before we get out there.
Look at you. But hold on, I gotta play this video. But to Juelz, no more talking. No more. We don't listen to you. Once you start taking guns to the airport and running, we know you're not the brightest. When y'all get up there and the way y'all showed us at verses, like stick to verses, stick to rapping, stick to doing that. Telling people who can't read they need to learn about businesses is crazy. But that's a whole nother subject. I love y'all, man. But y'all know what time it is with me with these people. Hold on.
Greatest thing I've ever accomplished was having kids. I don't think that's sad. I mean, reproduction being the highest goal is the philosophy of a virus. It's the philosophy of a cancer cell, growth for the sake of growth. Like if the greatest thing I ever accomplish is having kids, and is what my kids accomplish, their greatest accomplishment going to be having kids, and then their kids having kids is the greatest, because that's the ideology of a virus. Like I think that there has to be something other than that. There has to be some other creative act or some other passion, that you feel. I've never wanted to be, and I'm blessed that I haven't been someone who spent 5 days a week looking forward to 2 or 300.
I hate white dads. Today's Ask a Black Dad a question is your
greatest accomplishment being a parent? I would say no, because I think being a parent is ongoing, right? So I don't think you ever reach a zenith, right, where you say, you know what, I crushed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for one, maybe me personally, I always think I'm not doing as much as I could be doing, right? Yeah. So it's like I can never get an A if I'm not doing as much as I could be doing.
I'm sure Steph Curry's dad looks at him and say, I crushed it. I'm sure LeVar Ball looks at it and say, I crushed it. And see, that's the problem I have. We change wordings of certain things and we try to act like the meaning now means different. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about I give you a perfect example. Yo, I don't like when I hear married people say, hey, this is my better half, because without them, what would that, what the fuck people mean when they say that. Like, stop trying to make it so deeper than what it is. My favorite thing is when I was on a bum ass podcast and they had that discussion and I was on the sideline and I looked and I said, not one person, they're having that conversation, right? And I'm like, not one person on that panel was married. Hey, it's a married man in the room. Ask me what that means. You know what I'm saying? So when it's here, you got this guy, and the reason why I say it with white dads, sometimes you run into like the other side, people that's not black, people that's not of color. And first of all, they be shitty parents. And they think about, hey, if I give my kid all these opportunities, that's me being a great parent. Yeah. And they don't do most of the raising, right? They don't do so it interests me. But no, I know my dad looks at me and said, y'all did a good job, right? I know that he knows that, hey, right now, if I just stop what I'm doing and I just coast through the rest of life, did he do his job? Absolutely. But it's that, for me, is me being a parent like one of my greatest accomplishment? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But it's an ongoing thing. I try to improve it, but I do understand that there does get to a part of where my son will make his own decisions. And at that point, I left the church I grew up in, right? Yeah. My dad was proud, even though he was still going there. Yeah. Why? Because, hey, you making your own decisions, but also I raised you to make your own decisions. Yeah. Good or bad. Yeah. It's a bunch of girls who my dad told me not to talk to. I did not listen. And when some shit went wrong, he was like, didn't I tell you? You know what I'm saying? And part of that is being a father. So I understand what people say. And you got this dude talking about, I can't wait to go from 5 days to 2. Like, nigga, shut up.
Yeah, no, that was wild. That was wild. And who was that speaking on? I actually like it because he's a divorce attorney in New York.
Oh, so he bitter already. All right, I know what time it is. I just look at it and it's like, I get what you're saying as well. Like, it is ongoing.
Yeah, it's ongoing. So I don't look at it and be like, I brought a life into this world. Kudos to me, right?
Yeah, see, he changed it from being a father to reproducing.
Yeah. No, so it's like, no, I mean, I don't look at that. But I was like, to your point about your father, right? At some point, right? Like I do think, to that point, I think my dad can look at his children and be like, man, I did a great job.
Look at your siblings.
Yeah, right.
Even you. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I think he can look and say, okay, I did a great job. But like, I'm not there yet. So me, it's like, I'm on a trajectory. Like I gotta get there where I can look back and say, did I do a good job or did I not? Right? Like, my son, last week, he was just like, we had did something, we had dapped up, and he was like, Dad, I'm gonna be a good dad just like you, right? And that shit hit me all the feels, right? You know what I'm saying? But I had to catch myself and say, hey, no, you're gonna be a better dad than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, when you have a child, you need to tell him to be a better dad than you.
Yeah.
And at some point, we might be the best dads ever.
Absolutely.
But it's like we have to build upon that. So like for me, I look at it and say, okay, maybe one day I can look back and say, all right, I did a good job.
And enough of y'all are out there who don't like being dads. And parents.
Yeah,
I looked at the comments. It was a lot of blonde and blue eyes ladies in the comments like, yeah, I'm so glad I don't have kids. It's like, what you here for? Or you got some that was up there. It was like, yo, yeah, my life shouldn't be. And see, this is the trick they play on women. And this is what I don't like. They dumb y'all down to just be holding cells for babies. Right? And they dumb down your life and your career and your existence and your worth down to, yo, can you produce, make a baby and raise it? And the reason why, because they need you to stay at home and raise them kids while the man go out and work his ass off and die at 60. We passed that. So ladies, I need y'all to come out and say, yo, like, hey, if I'm not going to be dumbed down to be a reproductive being, cool. Stay out of this. This ain't your conversation. Yeah. This ain't your fight. But also understand like, yo, my brain is jumping because I'm pissed off. I was talking to a young couple. They just got married, I think early this year. And I said, yo, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And they said, what? And I said, being married. I said, the problem nowadays is when people are about to get married, you keep running into people. You don't run into enough people to tell you, hey, it's fun.
Yeah.
There's more great days than okay days and bad days put together. You know what I'm saying? You don't run into enough of that. So when your first argument come up or your first disagreement or the first night, one of y'all is contemplating who sleeps on the bed, who sleeps in the bed and on the couch versus, yo, y'all sleep in the same bed. You just turn the opposite way, whatever. You know, you don't hear that. And I said, also, take as much time as you want to have kids. Yeah. But when you do have kids, that is also fun because we see enough of fuck them kids on the internet. You see enough of how kids wilding out. You see, nobody makes it. So when people go in there, they dreading it. They don't want to do it.
Because the good stuff doesn't make it to the internet.
It don't. And that's just the internet.
It doesn't make it to the internet. And don't take too much time. Like biology is a real thing. But get married and like I said, you know, like Gavin is pointing out, get to know one another for sure.
Understand that, look, here's the other thing about having kids. Yo, this is your dad tip of the week. Please don't take as much time as you want. Take as much. I'll change that. I'm taking it back. Take as much time as you want. Biology is a real thing, but you need to understand everybody's body is different.
Yeah.
And these women, their body is different. So don't be disgruntled when it don't happen. I shot a couple 2 weeks ago. They walked in with a baby that was 2 months. You know what happened? She thought she couldn't have kids because it just wasn't there. Mm-hmm. Guess what happened after 10 years of marriage? She popped up pregnant. They happy as hell. And you know what the dad told me? He said, I make so much more money now than I did 10 years ago.
Yeah.
He said, I couldn't afford this kid. He said, it's only been 2 months, but 10 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to afford this child when I really...
Yeah, I need y'all to join the Patreon because I can't really afford mine right now either. So
that's
and
so it's just a different
10 years later.
Yeah, so it's like, yo, because I feel bad when... Shout out to one of our listeners. I ain't gonna shout y'all out. It's y'all personal business. I don't think y'all ever shared this part, but I know one of our listeners, man, had so many miscarriages, a bunch. Mm-hmm. And she was so disappointed. I ran into her and she was so disappointed she couldn't have a kid. And her husband was he's like, man, when it happened, it happened. Yo, they just announced 2 weeks ago they're having a baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm so happy for them because it's like, yo, sometimes we get in there and we think it's supposed to happen or it's going to happen. And yo,
well, it's not as easy as everybody thinks it is to get pregnant. Knock on wood, everybody out there who's going to get somebody accidentally pregnant over the holidays. But you know, it's not as easy as everybody makes it out to be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do got to hit that window, right? You got to throw it. You do have to throw it in the window,
and you got to throw it in that window. And outside of throwing it in that window, especially of our women of color, they go through health complications that's different, man. And I didn't seen it. Y'all didn't seen it.
No, absolutely.
Sports time. Mimi, we was supposed to have a meeting today, but Mike said you canceled it. So let me know. You still 10 minutes from my crib. Come by the crib. You ain't gonna hear this until next week or 2 weeks from now. She
definitely will hear it 2 weeks from now.
This is the sports section brought to you by the Dear Fathers event on January 24th with the Hornets Spectrum Center. Meet us there, beat us there. We might have some merch there. I don't know. We gotta figure that out. What what is this hard on that Michael Porter Jr. have for the WNBA?
You know,
What is his problem?
here's the thing. So at first I was like, man, Mike, what you doing, right? And then I had to remind myself is that like, yo, Asia kind of started this last year when she was saying that she could beat an NBA player.
Oh, but they ain't got nothing to do with Michael Porter Jr.
No, well, Mike just a dick.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out what's his heart. He's still talking about them a year later.
Yeah, he's just a dick. But the reason why I brought this up is I do think that the WNBA has to understand that, like, once you become like a major sports league, you get compared to the other majors. Like, it happened with the NBA and MLB from the 90s on. Like, the NBA was like, we're kicking Major League Baseball ass. And then the moment baseball got it back this year, that's the first thing that all the baseball writers talked about.
Yeah, but we don't compare the soccer female team to the WNBA. We definitely don't look at we don't look at the soccer female players and be like, oh, who y'all compare to with Liverpool? We don't do that. So Michael Porter Jr., who's had a hard on, who keep making comments about the WNBA, is getting weird. It's getting super weird.
It's not weird yet. It's not weird. Not for me.
Weird.
It's not weird yet. I want to see where he's going with this because here's the thing: if this gets me a good YouTube pickup basketball game between the WNBA and the NBA, I do want to see that. I am curious on who is the best WNBA players.
You know who the best?
Well, we know it's Asia, right? But I want to see. I want to see like
that's weird.
Them going against each other and like let me see like who's as good as Asia.
I don't need to see that.
I need to know who's as good as Asia.
No, you don't. You do not care. I think this is where it gets weird, and this is where Michael Porter Jr. is getting. He's got this hard on to show that men are better at something that the world knows they are at basketball. And we don't need to. I don't need to see Asia go against. Let me tell you how I know I don't need to see it.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark and Steph Curry was so bad of a thing, they never even run that shit back. That's what we doing here. Y'all don't need to see that. You don't need to see Asia say, all right, I want to hoop against Austin Reeves. Why? Because you won't watch it. And you know what happened?
I would YouTube it.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
I would YouTube it.
You would watch the YouTube shorts of it. You not watching that shit. We don't need to see Caitlyn go against Giannis.
Well, no, I don't want to see that.
Why not?
I mean,
she's a top 5 basketball player. He's top 5.
It's a reason why I always mention Asia, okay? Because Asia is an actual baller.
She is.
So it's
but we don't care. We do not care. Who you want to see Asia go against? Give me the player. What's the player that's gonna make you physically watch, sit down on TV, primetime TV, and say, I want to watch this?
Like the worst NBA player. Like the worst G League player. I'd watch that.
No, you won't, because you don't even know his name. You don't care.
I would know him because he's playing against Asia.
You would not care.
Yeah.
You wouldn't watch that. You gonna YouTube short that. I mean, that's the problem right there.
I don't need him to play the 21.
And see, here's the thing.
I just need him to play the 3.
They're going to play this to 11. It's one-on-one. It's either 7 or 11. Which one you want to do? 11 ones and 2, 7 straight up. And you're never going to watch it. And I think Michael Porter Jr. is just getting off talking about some, oh yeah, in the 8th grade. Nigga, we knew in the 8th grade you could beat these girls.
Well, I mean, yeah, most pro players
in 8th grade
could beat probably everybody except other pro players. Like him keep bringing it up.
Yes, he got a hard on.
But I'm wondering, like, I don't know, is somebody trash talking him in the background? I kind of want to know the backstory. Like, why does he have this?
One of them girls probably curved him, or they probably was talking about his brother. Was it him who brother was gambling? No, that wasn't him.
No, that wasn't. No.
What's the boy from Michael Porter Jr.? What was the boy?
What is his brother?
Might have been his brother who got kicked out the league.
I don't know.
They might have been clowning his brother.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure, because then he used to play for Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his brother. Y'all look it up in the car. Ryan, look it up and call us in and tell us. I'm not watching that. I'm not watching anything. Now, if we doing 2 dribbles, if they play 2 dribbles, I watch it. 2 dribbles and you got to score?
So there was Jonte Porter. Who is Jonte Porter? Is that Michael Porter?
Yeah, that's Michael Porter. Yeah, that's his brother. Now, if one of them was coming at your brother, this might make sense, but it's still corny. You know why it's still corny? Because you have other NBA players who understand that these girls are hoopers and who's like, yo, we want to uplift a league because it don't hurt us if they get better. It ain't like people saying, hey, I'm going to stop watching NBA. I got to go watch the WNBA.
That is his brother.
Yeah, maybe somebody was clowning his brother. And he on a spiral since his brother did that dumb shit. It's just weird, man. Tom Brady up here, he slipped up.
Tom Brady?
Yeah, he slipped up.
Got my eye on you, bro. I'm gonna give him a pass. Only reason I'm giving him a pass because I had to go look it up. There is a Nickerson and there is a Dickerson on Philadelphia's active roster.
Yeah.
So Tom Brady, you're on the clock. You on the clock, bro.
Do you think Tom Brady is racist?
Well, I mean, he had the MAGA hat. Look, if you think most MAGA people, racism isn't a deal breaker, which obviously it is, right?
Yeah,
so
it's not a deal
I won't
breaker.
say that he's racist, but I will say that he has shown that racism is not a deal breaker.
Hold on, man.
Just blasting through Nicker. Excuse.
I ain't never heard it till right then.
Hey,
I just saw it on Twitter. God,
I went and looked up. I was like, boy, it better be a Nickerson on this team.
it is.
And there was a Nickerson. Okay, there was a Nickerson. With that being said, I know a lot of y'all use the N-word when black people ain't around because y'all started using it on the internet with us around.
Shout out to Michelle Beaver, man.
So I know a lot of y'all using the N-word. So Tom Brady, got my eye on you, bro. You slipped up, but there's a Nickerson on the team. So I'm gonna let this one slide.
What's going on with Brandon?
This is what I want to say about Brandon Ayuk. I think sometimes when we look at players spiraling, we don't recognize the spiral until like it's a complete crash out. And I think this is an opportunity for us to kind of look at, because for one, like, bro, anytime you ain't showing up at team meetings and team workouts and you gonna void $27 million living in California, something ain't right.
Yeah.
Something ain't right in your head. Like if you just gotta show up,
CTE.
yeah, something like, yo. So I think Brandon Ayuk is a good opportunity to sometimes see if we can recognize the signs of when somebody is spiraling. I definitely think Brandon Ayuk is in a mini spiral right now. And prayers up to him. Because again, bro, the only thing you got to do is show up.
Facts.
For $27 million and you not showing up and the team is void. I know they sent this. I mean, John Lynch is a piece of shit. But I'm pretty sure he sent this to your agent to be like, hey, he needs to show up, but we're going to void his contract. So Brandon Ayuk, get well soon because something is wrong.
Offset, I don't know if this is true or not, but allegedly you trying to using OnlyFans models to set up digs. Hey, bro, you can't tell us you don't care and keep showing us that you care.
Yeah,
and you lost a good one.
Get out the fight. I'm not gonna go that far.
Yeah, you did. When you meet your girl and she goes from making $5,000 an episode on Love and Hip Hop to being worth $75-100 million, and then she leave you after you keep cheating and embarrassing her, then yeah, you lost a good.
Well, I mean, I guess for him that would make sense. But
but for me, for you too. You know where this podcast go if Cardi was with one of us? We'd be out of here.
We would be out of here. Anyway, to your point, you can't say you don't care. You keep trying. Like, yo, that's the baby daddy, bro. Now, y'all Eskimo brothers, let it go. Move on.
And on top of that,
get your money though. Get your money. I'm with you though.
Facts. Facts.
Rabbit got the gun. Get your money. I will say that. Get your money. You did help her out.
He did more than that.
Yeah.
We had that debate at over the summer, maybe a 4th of July party. Cleared the whole room with that debate.
Yeah, get your money, bro. But let it go.
Yo, shout out to Bilal. You took an L in fantasy. The Coke was pure this week. You know what I'm saying? 95%. I will take a loss this week. I think I'm gonna be tied for last place. I don't know yet.
Don't y'all last place got to do something wild?
Then we got a freestyle on Instagram for 3 hours.
I'll tune in for that.
UNCC, we lost this week. That was, you know what? I hate watching football teams play scared. Mike said that we was going to cover the spread. It was 6 touchdowns. We covered it. It was only 35-3. So we covered it barely, but I mean, we covered it.
I call that line like crazy. But I used to do some crazy sports betting. We need to get our money up, man, so I can make some more money in sports betting.
Yeah, that used to be a thing for sure.
Yeah.
But I hate when I watch teams that play scared, but I understand. I mean, clearly, if anybody was bored like me and watched the Charlotte, Mike corrects me every time. Charlotte versus Georgia game, you could clearly tell who was the better team.
Yeah, I mean, bro, look, when Charlotte players are Division I, but like, so what game?
Don't get disrespectful.
I'm not gonna get disrespectful. I was watching the Eastern Michigan, Western Michigan game last night, and like one of the guys threw the ball, and the wide receiver just like he stumbled, didn't catch it right, and I was sitting there, I was talking to one of the fellas, and I was like, that's the difference between like a Georgia and a Eastern Michigan, because in Georgia that not only did that wide receiver catch that ball and throws you off, like you're on Sports Center because like that. So it just there's such a skill gap, you know, in between like a Georgia and a Charlotte. So yeah, they're both Division I, but it's like one of them is way better than the other one.
Yeah, and I was laughing. What was sad to watch because UNCC was like scared to throw the ball.
Charlotte,
excuse me. They were scared to throw the ball. They knew that was an interception.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing they could do. The fact that they covered is a win,
bro. When I say they was running straight to the scrimmage and just getting stopped, I was like, yo. And then look, they went Georgia went 3 and out twice. So I was like, oh. But I mean, it don't matter if you can't get the ball down the field.
Well, I mean, and also this was like a throwaway game for Georgia. You know, they were just like going through the motions. So
trying to get ready for the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I want to know how much Charlotte got paid. They still do that?
Yeah. The Charlotte probably got like a meal to go down there to Georgia.
Probably. Yeah, meal and travel. You think they made us drive down there? You think they made us fly?
Man, you know you got to drive to Georgia. You know, nobody
to
fly.
Athens?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, from Charlotte, bro. Like first off, you know, well, I mean, there probably is an airport in Athens, but not for a football team.
Yeah, man. Man, what you got planned this weekend besides the obvious?
Thanksgiving is about it. Seeing what we could do using some AI. So I'm working on some things on the back end.
Okay.
To see if in 2026, man, we could go ahead and make this thing pop so we could do the travel vlog and, you know, we can hang out with the fellas, do some events. I would love to have like a holiday party next year around this time.
Maybe a holiday party. We either got to decide between a holiday party or a 5-year anniversary party.
Yeah. So probably go with the holiday party. I mean, we'll do something for the 5-year. But, well, I mean, bro, when I tell you we're going to kick off, when I tell you we got things coming, like ready. 2026 is popping off, man. So we about to be out there with all you fellas, man, all you guys.
And the hoes.
And the who? I don't know what's up with Gav today, man. He trying to get in trouble, and I'm trying to keep him out of trouble.
Look, man, it's going to be some lookers in the building, man. It was funny. I posted our event with Dear Fathers, plug again. And so the girl was like, what time did it start? I said, girl, go home.
The event is actually, like I said, you have to buy a ticket through their site. The event, I believe, starts at like 4:30.
Yeah. I was like, girl, go home.
And I'm pretty sure it's going to be a nice mix in the room. Like I'm pretty sure it's not going to just be all fellas. It's going to be a nice mix. Hey, we're going to be there. We're going to be hosting. I don't know if you've ever interacted with us, man, but we are a good time.
We are a good time
whenever you come and hang out.
Absolutely.
And then I have to go back home and recharge because I'm an introvert.
Absolutely. And then I got to go back to work. I want to thank y'all for listening. I hope everybody be safe these holidays. Remember, it ain't sweet. If you listen to this and it's still today, it's Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, is this is the day that everybody does the most drinking. So please be careful.
Everybody get home safe. I would definitely be home because this in Halloween. You kind of gotta chill.
Absolutely, and
keep your head on the swivel.
Absolutely, and as we get to this holiday season, probably every episode we're gonna be letting y'all know to keep your head on the swivel. Before we get out of here, last thing, I'm not gonna make this a thing. Be careful with how y'all treat strangers and how y'all do strangers. I don't know if anybody's seen the story about the father in Vegas who got into a road rage accident with a guy on a motorcycle. And the guy pulled out the gun and shot into his car and killed his 11-year-old. And to see that father like sprawled out on the highway in Vegas crying. You know, I had a long conversation with my nephew last night. And I told him, I said, that 22-year-old man, he's a young man who did the shooting. I said, it took him 10 seconds. And I said, he's probably not getting out of jail, if ever, until he's 50-something.
Yeah.
And I said, that's what 10 seconds can cost you.
Yep.
And I said, that father, and you know, I know he's going through the worst right now, but it took you going back and forth with somebody, and look what they cost you. And it's one of them things where you got to, and I told my nephew, I said, you got to learn to take a breath and say, is my next decision worth it?
Yeah, the biggest part of masculinity is restraint. Right. That's where your power is. Your power is in your restraint. Be able to destroy, but not need to. You know what I'm saying? And that takes a lot of training and experience to understand of how to control your emotions, right? But part of that control is not being out of control. So no, that was terrible to see. I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
You know, I could not imagine. But to your point though, right? Like a lot of times, you know, when we are driving, like there are idiots and there are morons and we do feel the need. But here's the thing. If you by yourself, sure. All right. Pop it off. right? but if you do have, you know, your kids in the car, like, you know,
go home, bro.
Yeah, take the extra time, man. Like there's time when it's just me in the car, I might go through that. I might go through that yellow, knowing that it's gonna turn red, right? But if I got my son in the car, it's like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait the 5 seconds,
bro. I'm going home. Yeah. So y'all be safe, man. I'm praying for y'all. I love y'all. I'm thankful for y'all. Hopefully somebody will take Mike out on a date for his birthday. If not, then we as a collective will be taking Mike out to eat.
I do not know what's Gavin's point of me having to go on a date.
Oh, somebody got to sell ass on this pod.
You go sell it.
Look, I would if she'd let me go out there to the open market. I ain't sleeping with nobody, but I would definitely show some. Oh, look at my pastor saying, "Hey, since it's Thanksgiving, no Bible study tonight." Hold on. See, this is what I love about good church, and I really do got to go because I got to shoot in a little bit. But he said, "Happy Thanksgiving." Our Bible study is off for tonight. But if you're by yourself, feel free to hit. They left a number to connect. And we can fellowship together for Thanksgiving. Yeah, I think that's nice.
I think that is too. Anybody?
Churches, I don't know what y'all doing. Please get back to doing that. But yeah, we'll leave y'all at that. And with that, we're gonna holler at y'all next time.
Holler at your boy.